Yo guys, welcome back to another transfer video. Back again. You can see it's not well lit in here, not the best, of videos, not the best of places I can shoot from, but it's a big news update, and I wanted to just shout about it and just shoot from a place where there are no echoes. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano, Aulas. Like I said, I gave them 48 hours, and I said Arsenal is signing Aouar in the next 48 hours. And Aulas, you can't believe what he just said. He said, we can say we are losing 2 players on the next 2 days. Big update. I'm here in the studio and trying to, minimize the echo, Aulas, the biggest of updates ever since we have started the Aouar, pursuit. Leave alone the personal terms, leave alone whatever has happened along the way, leave alone all the fake news that has happened. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted that Aulas says we are going to lose 2 players on the next 2 days. There will be no departures after Friday. Big update. You get me? Big update. And I told you in the next 48 hours this was going to happen, guys. I told you this was going to happen. I saw it coming because all the signs that were really around this deal were just positive. All the signs were really positive. And the deadline, Juventus, all that crap, only showed us that, Arsenal were under pressure just to fulfill this deal. And finally, we don't have details as yet of the deal. That is quite embarrassing, right? I'm really embarrassed to say that I don't have details, about the deal, because I should be having them, not so. But still, by tomorrow in the morning, I'll have got the details, and I'll be here discussing with you guys how much are we going to pay, what are the installments. Of course, there are going to be installments. I'm very convinced it's going to be a deal with installments, and I've been discussing with a couple of fans on social media how this deal could be structured, and then I told them even if it's going to be around 45 or 50 million euros, which I think might not stretch as far, I think it's gonna be paid across a period of time. It's not going to be paid really in short installments. So I think it might be paid across a period of 2-3 years. I think Lyon will be will just bear with us. We had today, I think in the last 10 hours we have had a difference of 5 million. Because Lyon wanted something like close to 50, and I think we wanted to pay around 45. So we had a difference of 5 million. I don't know yet who is taking the compromise. Are we taking the compromise and adding the money, or Lyon is taking the compromise and they're giving us the player on actually a reduced fee? I'm not really sure. But of course, Manchester United is playing Brighton. They're leading in the EFL Carabao Cup. That reminds me that we also have a Carabao Cup game against Liverpool tomorrow. We are traveling back to the Anfield. I don't know even whether we are traveling back or we are just going to play against them, because we played against them on Monday. That was yesterday by 1. We lost humiliatingly 3-1. Mane, Robertson, and Diogo Jota onto the score sheet. I think Alexander Lacazette in the 25th minute giving us the lead, although we couldn't sustain it for that much. What should I talk about? Of course, I'm gonna say welcome Aouar to Arsenal. Welcome to Arsenal, Aouar. It's a done deal. In the next 2 days, Arsenal and Lyon are going to be announcing that Aouar has become a Gunner. He has become a London boy. And what is really interesting, there are 3 hashtags. There are 3 hashtags on Fabrizio Romano's tweet. 3. One is the Arsenal hashtag. hashtag AFC. The second one is the Barcelona hashtag. I'm going to explain why Barcelona is having a hashtag on that deal, and then I'm also going to tell you the third hashtag is hashtag transfers. He always uses that because he's the master of transfers, the biggest man around transfers. So we all of us use him as a credible source, and so I'm not really troubled when he uses transfers as a hashtag. But I was explaining why he used the Barcelona hashtag. Right now, Barcelona is going to sign Memphis Depay from Lyon, and that's why Jean-Michel Aulas said on the next 2 days we are losing 2 players, and no transfer departures will be expected to be made after Friday. Well, I don't care. I think by the time we play what's our next game? I really keep forgetting the fixtures. I think I should, just pin them somewhere, wherever I go, so that I can check them up. But I think our next fixture, what's that? Is it Sheffield? No, yeah, I think it's Sheffield. So, Sheffield on Sunday. I think by the time we play Sheffield on Sunday, we should be good to go. Will Asamoah play? I'm not really sure, but since he's not going to be training with the club, and there are so many things about coronavirus and so on, I'm not really sure that he will play, especially if that deal is not sealed tomorrow. Maybe if that deal is sealed tomorrow, he can train with the club on Friday, then train on Saturday, and then come in on Sunday. That is more that is explainable or understandable. But if the deal is closed on Friday, then he'll have to train with us on Saturday, and probably he will miss the Sunday game. The quarantine issues, I'm not really sure, because France is one of those countries where players have had to come in and then they have to quarantine for 14 days. You remember Gabriel Magalhaes, when he joined us, he had to quarantine for 14 days. So, you cannot really guarantee that, Aouar is not going to quarantine. But still, even if he quarantines, even if he doesn't, for me, I don't care. As long as he comes, we deal with the rest after the player signs. So his medical and all the things will be done on to the next 2 days. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be one of the most interesting deadline day, transfer news around Arsenal, because in the in the dying days, Arsenal has not been really signing so many players. We are not really used to bringing in players on deadline days. Maybe that Mesut Ozil, the Mikel Artetas, those are the players I can still think about. But now, when nobody is having hope, when all of you guys think this is fake news, when you guys are in a lot of frustration after losing to Liverpool, and I remember Charles Watt's words. He said it's gonna be a big week for Arsenal, both on and off the pitch. And for me, I'm saying on the pitch, it's of course it's a big week. We have already lost to Liverpool. Probably we are gonna get scorched again, because what's really what are we bringing on the board on Thursday? I'm not really sure, but we shall talk about the match previews tomorrow. I think I'll be dropping a couple of videos about that game. So stay up on the Kosi Media channel, Arsenal podcast. Then Aouar, that's really interesting. I'm really interested, and I'm talking as a fan this time. I'm not really talking as your presenter. This is the Arsenal fan, Kosi the Arsenal fan. It's really interesting. I've been crying for a number 8. I've been crying for a midfielder, because guys, literally the team we had last season is the same team we have, but we finished 8th. How do you explain to us that that you're bringing the same team, and then we want to finish 4th? We want to finish in the top 4. It doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense. And when I speak about it, you guys already cry, because Arsenal fans are so fragile. You cry, leave our players alone. They are good. They'll improve. Leave Xhaka alone. Leave Elneny. No, man, I'm not going to leave them alone. When a player is crap, I'll tell you straightforward. Straightforward. They are crap. But welcome to Arsenal, Aouar, in the next 2 days. next 2 days. I'm going to be doing the post-match reaction of Manchester United on my second channel. Don't worry, Arsenal fans. I know you're going to say, don't put United on our channel. I'm going to be putting it on my second channel. So guys, don't forget, whenever there is a match, we'll be reacting on it on my second channel. It's called Kosi Talks Football, right? You get it? You got me? Kosi Talks Football. Like Kosi Talks Football, that's the name. And we'll be talking about so many things, the EPL, game predictions, and so on. This channel remains solely for us. And I say, welcome to us. No, I'll say, what shot number is he gonna put on? Most likely 26 or 11. If Lucas Torreira leaves, there is no reason as to why I don't give him 11. And then after Mesut Ozil leaves, I'll give him a shot number 10. Alternatively, but no, I want him to put on shot number 10. Although he loves shot number 8, Danny Ceballos seems to be the man that's going to be, occupying that. So I don't see him put on shot number 8. It's gonna be shot number 11, and then at the end of the season, it's gonna be shot number 10. But it's a big signing, guys. I'll be talking about the strength, weaknesses, what he can help to us know, how we can line up with Aouar. All those things I'll be talking about them. But right now, allow me to express my happiness as a fan, and I'm gonna say it's a big signing for Arsenal. It's one of the signings that we are never going to forget in history, especially under Mikel Arteta. He has already said it, that he wants to build his team around Aouar. But the question is, can we also get Thomas Partey? Now I'm becoming greedy, but still, if I think about it in a fan's perspective, why don't we sign Thomas Partey? We are gonna sell Lucas Torreira, we are selling Sid Kolasinac, we have sold Emi Martinez, we can sell more players like Socrates and Skodran Mustafi. So you can't tell me we cannot get 2 players. We can't get them. We still need to push further and further. And this, brings in the words of Kevin Campbell. He said he's very confident Arsenal is going to close in on 2 deals, which is Aouar and Thomas Partey. So I'm waiting for Thomas Partey because are they even 48 in the next 35 hours? I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a busy day, right? I think it's gonna be a very busy day for us. Now I expect stories like this. Price agreed. I expect stories like big boost. I expect stories like Aouar finally, agreement reached and so on. Now, I'm not saying there is an agreement reached or anything, but I'm saying welcome to Arsenal, Aouar, because Jean-Michel Aulas has been telling us that we cannot get him, but he has said that he's losing 2 players in the next 2 days. And I'm asking myself, who are those 2 players, man? Who are they? Obviously, it's Memphis Depay and Aouar. So, this is a video that I don't want to stop, but let me end it here. I love you guys. Please rate my new intro. I made it with, is it Flex? Flex Clip, something like that. Flex Clip. But rate the video and tell me how you wanna see Arsenal use Aouar, because in the next 48 hours before Friday closes, I'm gonna be here telling you it's a done deal, done and dusted. Like I said, it's not the best environment to do a video. There is no sound, but of course the lighting's not so good, but I just wanted to avoid the echoes. Here we are again. We are just waiting for one word. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano, and then we start drinking the beer and then cutting all the pieces of chicken around, just celebrating. I think if we sign Aouar, this puts us in terms of transfers. I think it puts us in position number around 4, because I think Manchester City have really had a decent transfer window with Nathan Ake, now Ruben Diaz. I think they have also brought in Ferran Torres. So I think they have had quite a decent market. They they spent very well. I'm also going to give credit to Liverpool because they have brought in 3 players that you think are quality and they were needed at the club. You think about Smithtas, you think about Alcantara, you think about Jota. Yeah, I'll give them the second place. No, I'm not giving them the second place, but of course I'm putting them third, City second, and in number 1, I'm gonna be thinking about Chelsea. Although they have defensive problems and they have failed to solve them, but I still think they have had a very good transfer summer. They have benched you well. They have Kai Havertz. They have spent man on a good striker, Timo Werner. They have Hakim Ziyech. So I think their transfer summer has been decent as well. Everton. Jeez. I can't really put away Everton. They have had a very nice. I think Carlo Ancelotti is planning on doing big things with Everton this season. They brought in a couple of players, James Rodriguez, Alan, and Didier Doucouré. What a midfield! What a midfield! Let me tell you, if that midfield just lands at Arsenal, we are competing for top 4. If you have James, we have Didier Doucouré, and we have Alan. You tell me we're not top 4 contenders? You're mad. Anyway, so I think they have had a good transfer window as well. What else can I think about? Tottenham, they have Regalon, they have Hojberg. They are Bell, they're brought in back Bell. Yeah, but still, I think we are doing quite well in the transfer window. If we can get Aouar land at Arsenal, because it's a done deal. It's a done deal. But as long as we can, make him land his feet on Arsenal, ground, it's gonna be the best. So Jean-Michel Aulas says he's losing 2 players, and those 2 players are what? Memphis Depay and Aouar.